Why couldn't Thrawn and the Nightsisters return to the original Star Wars galaxy without the assistance of Morgan Elsbeth, given the purrgil can travel across galaxies? Without Morgan Elsbeth's assistance, Grand Admiral Thrawn and the other Peridean Nightsisters couldn't return to Star Wars Prime Galaxy and Ahsoka, and there's a frightening reason for this. Ahsoka has irrevocably altered Star Wars by introducing a second galaxy as its heroes pursue the route to Peridea. Traveling between the two galaxies is difficult, with Morgan Elsbeth obliged to build a massive hyperspace ring, while Ahsoka Tano and Huyang have hitched a ride with Star Wars space whales, the purrgil. Morgan Elsbeth has arrived in Peridea in response to a summons from 3 Dathomir Nightsisters working with Grand Admiral Thrawn. But following the fight for Lot Hallen's Star Wars Rebels season finale, the purrgil managed to carry Thrawn, his army, and the young Jedi Ezra Bridger to Peridea in one piece, and the Nightsisters, like Ezra, used the Force in their own unique manner. So why didn't they just travel with the purrgil like Ahsoka and Ezra? Purrgil is buried in Peridea. The Peridea Purrgil Graveyard in Ahsoka Episode 6, Far, Far Away, makes it obvious that Peridea is the purrgil's last destination. According to Balin Skoll, the purrgil perishes on Peridea, and the planet is effectively a graveyard for these huge monsters. The swaths of space surrounding Peridea are strewn with the dispersed remnants of the purrgil, as gigantic skeleton structures have built a large ring of debris around the planet, proving that the things he was taught as a boy inside the Jedi Order were genuine. If Peridea is where the purrgil conclude their trips, it makes logical that the Nightsisters were unable to ride away with them and were forced to seek alternative transportation. Is Peridea always a purrgil cemetery? Nonetheless, Ahsoka Episode 6 undermines the assumption that the purrgil's trek to Peridea has always been a one-way trip. Morgan Elsbeth, a Nightsister descendant, tells about her Peridean ancestors riding the purrgil to the Star Wars galaxy's primary galaxy in the days before time was counted, where they likely landed on Dathomir. So when did Peridea turn into a private cemetery? Perhaps the purrgil migratory paths have simply shifted. Millennia have passed since the Peridean Nightsisters left for another galaxy. Perhaps these beings originate in Star Wars parallel galaxy, and they just choose to die there. However, there is another plausible interpretation, one that suggests that a specific environmental shift played a larger role. In Star Wars Rebels, it was established that the purrgil, like other hyperspace-capable warships in Star Wars, used the gas Klausen 36 for hyperspace flight. In Rebels, the purrgil is a dreary gray before they refuel, then a vibrant purple with yellow highlights thereafter. Even as they move towards what Ahsoka believes is Peridea, the live-action characters in Ahsoka are significantly gray. Perhaps Klausen 36 or comparable hyperspace fuels have run out in Star Wars' secondary galaxy, leaving the purrgil stuck after such a long hyperspace travel. Whatever the situation, the purrgil have always been intriguing animals in Star Wars, and the Ahsoka show has just made them more engaging and crucial to the overall plot.